Welcome to Bizzsoft Digital Google Ads Training, Module 3. In Module 3, we are going to learn about setting up of search campaigns and search campaign settings, keyword match type, different types of keywords, that is broad, uh, phrase, exact, keyword theming structure, that is brand keywords, non-brand keywords, competitor keywords, etc., and setting up of campaigns in Google Ads Editor. Thank you. And let's begin. Now we will be looking at the basically campaign setup and campaign settings. So settings is while setting up the campaign, obviously you need certain settings. Okay, so that and this settings, what we are going to learn, it may be it may go into another like session as well, because there are a lot of things in this which I will have to go into detail, or which I will have to take a separate session on it as well. Because, for example, bid strategy in itself is quite detailed. Okay.
Okay.
So, though we may look at all the settings today in brief, but some aspects of the settings we will have to look into details as well, as to understand that what is the why is that setting, what is the meaning of that setting. Okay, so the whole point of me saying this is that it may take, like for this campaign settings, we may have to take multiple sessions for this. Okay, now our main focus would always be like search. We There are other campaign types like display and video and shopping and all, but our main focus will be Google search campaigns, because that is on which like we would be working most of the times. But if we get time, I will at least cover display as well, because again, after search, display is the second most important type of campaigns that we usually work on. Like overall, I'll say search and display are the most widely used campaign types. Okay, so we are going to look at the setup of search campaigns. Okay, I'm going to create a dummy campaign. So uh, we will see what all settings are required. Okay, and now in Google, we'll see it in Google Ads Editor, and we'll see the setup on the interface as well. But mostly while creating a new build, we do it from the editor only, because editor there is an option of bulk upload. Okay, so if I want to, like say, upload multiple campaigns, I can do that as well. So for example, all these campaigns, we had done a bulk upload for these campaigns. I'll first of all I'll show you one campaign, like what is the setting and everything, right? And then we will look at how to do a bulk upload as well. Okay, so this is these are, like you can see, the campaign types. Okay, uh, these are all search campaigns only, but they are in pause state. So what all settings are required? Some of the settings we do not change, we keep them as it is, what is the recommended value, and some of the settings we would be updating them. So whenever you are creating a new search campaign, the main thing is the name of the campaign. Now, for example, you can see here it is the brand name and the uh, what kind of, so brand name, basically the brand or the product, the name of the company. Okay, uh, then what kind of campaign is it? It can be, so when we say awareness campaign, basically it is a branding campaign. I'll tell you what a branding campaign is. Okay, and within that branding campaigns also there are multiple types. Like there is a branding campaign for job seekers. Now this is specific to this client. Okay, but overall it may be, the structure is similar for other clients as well. Okay, so again, this is a branding campaign, or we can say a awareness campaign, and then there are non-brand campaigns also, which we have not set up here, but it is there for other clients. Okay, so logically, when we are setting up campaigns, I need you guys to also note this down in terms of the structure, the logical structure of the campaigns. So just a moment. Okay, so campaign structure. I'm saying in terms of the logic, there'll be awareness or branding campaign, also called as awareness, and then there will be a non-brand campaign. See, before setting up campaigns, we need to understand the structure as well. So this is usually what we follow. Okay. In non-brand, it can again be like, or either it can be in non-brand only, or we can also have a separate competitor campaigns as well. Okay. So what is a branding campaign? So let's say, like, as we saw in the data, this is a brand called Recruit RE. Okay. It is basically real estate recruitment website based out of Australia. Okay, let me just add with a browser here and show it to you on the browser. This is the client. Okay, they are actually a job website, but focusing only on real estate. So when you saw that structure over there, those are all branding campaigns. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm telling you, because see, though this applies to this specific client only, and you may get variety of different kind of clients, but overall the logical structure will be similar. Okay, so you can see there is a these are all awareness of branding campaigns. One campaign is for job seekers, one campaign is for employers, one campaign is for CPD. Again, that is a type of job seekers only, and one is brand generic campaign. So what basically they have done is their product actually, so like for example naukri.com. Okay, naukri.com, even the one who is looking for a job will also use naukri.com. Even the employers will also use naukri.com to search for job seekers, right?
Yes, you're right, man.
Yeah, so that's why they have this campaign structure. Basically, on the basis of their product or the services, the campaign structure is created. So that is why if you see, they have like job seeker awareness CPD, and then there is one more that they have added separately, that is brand generic. So all the job seeker terms, okay, we'll go into the job seeker campaign. All the employer terms, like keywords that employers will be using, like for example job posting website, okay, or post a job, something like that. So let me show you the keywords for employer, for example. Okay, so these are websites where, for example, see real estate hiring. So where, like, they are looking for portals or website where they can post their job and they can hire people. Okay, so basically why I'm showing you this is that overall, when we say the campaign structure, and it will be defined on the basis of the product or the service that the client is offering. So yesterday, for example, we saw the example of Samsung. If Samsung is selling a smartphone, smartwatch, and say any other electronic. Okay. So what I mean to say is that, however, the structure or the type of service or the type of products the client is offering and the variations that are there in that, your campaigns will be loosely based on those structures only most of the time. So, like, see, here we have job seeker, employer. CPD is someone like who has a specific certification in real estate.
Okay.
So the CPD certification, like you are doing Google Ad certification. So there is a certification for real estate as well, and the people who have completed the CPD, like every 1 year, they have to again keep on giving this certification. So for them, they are targeting them separately, and there's a separate section. So that's why even in our campaigns also, we have a separate campaign for CPD. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, coming back to the logical structure, so there will be brand and brand or awareness, okay, and then there will be non-brand. Now, when we say branding, mostly we are targeting brand terms, like, okay, terms related to the which contains the brand name, that is the Recruit RE brand. Okay, so like for example, Recruit RE app, they have app on Google Play Store, they have app on Apple iStore as well,
Yes.
right? So terms which have to recruit RE brand name or any other client brand name in that, those are called as brand campaigns. Actually, but in this case, so don't get confused, but in this case, they have not used the brand names. That is because this is a absolutely new company and a new brand. So obviously, there are people don't know about this brand. Okay,
Okay.
once people start knowing, then they will start searching Recruit RE app or Recruit RE real estate employment or something like that, right? But
Yes.
right now, people don't know them. It's a completely new company and a new app, and that is why here also you can see these are mostly non-brand terms. Okay, but usually it will be that there will be only brand terms in the brand campaigns, and there will be non-brand terms. I'll tell you in detail what do we mean by brand terms and non-brand terms. Okay, just a moment. Again, in some cases, client would have separate brand campaigns. In some cases, they would have separate account only for brand. Okay, now it is up to the client. So, like for example, this is the MC Singapore MCC. Okay, this is for DV360. Wait, let's not open this one. DV360, just like Google Ads, is another platform. But let's not go into that. Let's open a normal Singapore. And in this, you can see that this is the MCC for the My Client Center. And what the client has done is here he has divided the accounts only in terms of YouTube, in terms of brand account, non-brand account, and all that. Okay. So terms which do not contain brand terms, like for example, car insurance. If we say FWD car insurance, it is a brand term. But if I say just car insurance, then it is a non-brand term, right? So
Yes.
let's open the brand search account. I will open the account. So you can see there are 14 campaigns in this account and around 600 ad groups. Okay, it's downloading again. So as I told you, editor is not real time. Okay, you have to keep on every time you post something, you have to first download the data and to see if there were any changes made from the interface. Okay. Now, if you see in this account, these two campaigns are only running right now.
Yes.
Okay. The rest, all of them have been paused. Now, I want to see this is the overall generic like performance of that of if I select this campaign, it will show for this campaign. If I select the whole account, it will show me the total performance of the whole account. Now I will go to campaign. Okay. Here I can see where it is showing green, only those two campaigns are
Running.
and
Fine.
I sorted okay it and let's see the keywords that they are targeting this. Of course, this whole account is only a brand account. Okay, so see everywhere in the keyword, many of the keywords they have paused. Okay, because those are old keywords like 2018 and all. Everywhere in the keyword there is FWD. Their brand is coming in that keyword. Okay, so that is why these are all called as brand keywords. But for the previous client, Recruit RE, since it's a new client, no one knows about their brand, they're just launching. So that's why we had to use non-brand keywords. But later on, as the search increases, like people start searching with their brand name and the volume on the brand name increases, we will start incorporating their brand names also in the brand accounts and we'll remove the non-brand. So one point to notice if the client is new, right, and their product has not been or their brand name is not known to the general public or to the users, then you have to start with non-brand keywords. There's no option.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Now, the first it is the see here you can see the campaign. So why did I start with the name? Because every client has a different naming nomenclature, and you have to follow that nomenclature. Okay. So for example, see here they have the brand name first, then the type of the account, the region, like for example, Singapore. Uh, now in this always on means, so what this client does is they run two type of campaigns. One is always on or business as usual campaigns that will continue to run on all the days. And then there are tactical campaigns also. Tactical campaigns are like for certain time or for certain season or holiday they will run, and then they will be paused. For example, right now there was Christmas and New Year, so you would have seen like Flipkart and all the shopping website, Amazon and all. They will have some shopping festival. So for that shopping festival, they will be running a different promotion, and that promotion will run for that duration only, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is called as tactical campaigns or promotion campaigns. And always on or BAU, always on BU means the same thing. BAU means business as usual campaigns. They are like normal campaigns that will run throughout the year. Sometimes when the client is running promo campaigns, they will pause the BAU campaigns, and that is the reason you can see many BAU campaigns are paused. Okay, and till the promo is running, they will pause the BAU campaigns, and when the promo stops running, they will enable the BAU campaign. So there is a lot of enabling and pausing also going on. This client does that most of the time. So let me just give you a brief overview. The client is FWD. It is a well-known insurance company that operates in Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia as well. So all the major countries of APAC. Yeah. So all these countries, then New Zealand and Australia also are part of Asia Pacific region. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's come to the setting. So this is the naming nomenclature. Now, core means there may be certain brand terms that are core brand terms, like for example, FWD, or there can be certain brand terms that are not like generic brand terms as well. You can see here it says generic. Okay, so these are like they have the brand term, but they are like let's say little less important, or they are a variation of the core brand term. Okay, let's see what kind of keywords these have. So see, like financial planning. This can also be like FWD, financial planning, financial advice, and all that. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Neil.
Yeah. And at the last, what you see, BMM. So this is the type of keywords. I'm going to go into detail in this later. You can see at the end it is exact BMM, and then there should be phrase also. This client is not using phrase in this account. But so what is this BMM exact phrase? This is the type of keywords. Basically, every keyword will have a match type. This is called as the match type of the keywords. Okay. I This also is a part where we will go into detail, but I'm going to give you a brief overview of what this is, because while setting up, you will need this information. Okay. So keyword match type. I know like this is later when we'll cover keywords, we will go into detail, but while setting up campaign, because this was in part of the nomenclature, let's briefly know. So usually there used to be PMM or the short. This is the short form actually. The actual term is broad. Now actually there is something called as a broad keyword. In that only this is a variation called broad match modifier. Okay, I'll just scroll down. Okay, so there basically wait. Let me just swap this one. So there is a type of keyword called broad match, and in broad match there is one more variation. So basically there is broad is there, and broad match modifier is also there, which we call in short PNM. Okay, and then there is phrase match. Okay, and last there is exact match. So to give you just a brief overview, as the name suggests, broad match. Okay, so what is the meaning of broad match? Broad match is like if a user is searching for, let's say, job career website. Okay, I am targeting keyword real estate let's say I'm targeting keyword real estate job site. This is my keyword. Okay, right? And the user, but the user searches. Let's say he just searches job site or job website. Okay, so broad match means even if it is broadly matching to the keyword I am targeting, okay, it will match it to that keyword and your ad will show for it. This is a basic meaning. Okay, so what it means is if the user who is searching for like any term in Google Ads, in Google search engine, and that query is even broadly matching, okay, to that keyword, then it will trigger our ad for that keyword. So that is the meaning of broad match. Okay. Now let's say I want broad. I want to target very wide. Why do we use broad match? Because I want to target a very wide range of people,
Audience.
audience. Okay. I want not only people who are searching for real estate job site, but who are even searching for job website. They should also come to my website. Usually, we do this for like where we want more traffic on the website. Okay,
Yes.
where the product is new and they want to spread awareness. There, it can be whether you can use broad terms. Okay, so but okay, let's say I want broad traffic, but there are certain keywords or certain terms that should be there. Then only my ad. I like I'm putting a condition. Okay, that is what is BMM. So let me give you an example of BMM. BMM again is a type of broad match only, but there is a certain conditions in that okay certain keywords should come in the query. Then only uh, my ad will get triggered. So I'll tell you how. Okay, normal broad term for if let's say user searches for career training, sorry, site or website. Okay, now career also matches to job. It's a synonym. Like so, basically not synonym, but it's like
Related to the
intent,
same word.
right? So
Yeah.
Google will take it. Okay, if a person is looking for a career related website, he is looking for maybe to enhance his career because he may link it to a job website, and your ad might show for the job website as well. Because there are many keywords where people say like career recruitment site or something like that. Okay, but so this is a wrong thing, right? Because in broad, then I will get many queries that have synonyms of career, job, and all, but they may not be exactly. So the intent of those queries may not match to our product or to our service. For example, career training site, right? Career training site, a person is looking for a training. The training may help him to get a job and all, but the intent of that person who is searching for this term is different. So even if my ad shows for this keyword or this search term, that person will not convert on my website and my quality score will go down and I'll not get any conversion also. I'll end up spending money also, right?
We will get the traffic when you use that, right?
We will get the traffic, but the intent or the quality, the traffic will not be relevant
Yes.
because this person is searching for training and you are providing job,
Yes.
right? So if you're providing job, your intent is different.
Yes. Yes.
Correct. So
Yes.
that is why to put a little bit of condition in BMM so that we may not get all irrelevant traffic, BMM was introduced in broad. So what does BMM say? Okay, let us look at another term. Let us say career job website or something like that. Okay, or uh, any term you can tell me. Let's say property consultant career. Okay. So if a person is searching for property consultant career or career jobs, okay, if this is the keyword, I know it's a like this is one keyword, right? Property consultant career jobs or property jobs or real estate jobs. Okay. Now I want that certain terms should come in the query, then only my ad will get triggered. So what I will do, for example, let's say property career jobs. Okay. So what I'll do in terms of those terms which I want compulsory to appear, I will put a plus in front of that. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll put plus property and consultant. I'll not, then I'll put plus in terms. This is a one query. Okay. I'm writing it one below the other. Wait, let me put it all together actually. Okay. So if the query is property consultant career jobs. Okay. So whichever term I want that it should compulsorily come, like then only my ad should trigger. I'll put plus in front of that. That I want property, I want career, I want jobs. Okay. So this is called as a broad match modifier. So what will happen if I put a plus? So if I put a plus, again it will still take variations of property, but those variation will not be very broad. So like property consultant career, it can be real estate consultant also, right?
Yes.
So that kind of synonyms it will take,
Okay.
but the range of that variation will get reduced and it will take something that is matching. Okay. So it will not take wide variety. If I don't put a plus now, it can take a lot of things. Like instead of property, there are other synonyms of property as well. So it will take that as well. So let me do one thing. Let me open the match type support document from Google. Okay. Okay. So let's see. So for example, they are given low carb diet plan. So carb free food is also in broad match. It will get triggered for this main keyword. All these search queries will get triggered. You can see it is taking a very big variation.
Yes.
Right? Carb free food and diet plan may not match exactly, but okay, if a person is looking for a carb free food, he might be interested in a diet plan, but that intention is not always the same. I may not want a diet plan. I just want to purchase carb-free food, let's say from Amazon, right?
Yes. Yes. Ma'am.
So if I put plus in front of plan, then that plan or the variation of plan has to come in the
Search.
search query. Then only our ad will get triggered.
Yes. Ma'am.
Okay.
Got it.
So now they've removed BMM because BMM since last year, not exactly last year, but since last 1.5 year, BMM they've discontinued. Okay.
Okay.
And the feature of BMM, they merged it with phrase. Now I'll tell you what phrase is also. Okay.
Okay.
The reason I told you BMM is because
At present, in broad match, BMM is not their name.
no, so broad match now, but they have little bit changed the definition of broad match. When we'll go in detail, I'll tell you all in detail.
Okay.
But right now, what you need to know is that so basically broad match means that whatever is your main query, even the whatever is your main keyword, if it matches to any variation that is broadly or loosely connected to your keyword, it will still trigger your ad.
Yes.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
you can see all these terms. Low calorie recipe. Now recipe is different, diet plan is different, but these are like kind of synonyms and variations only.
Yes.
Similar intent, so it will trigger your ad. Now BMM is not available now. BMM used to be available before, but
Okay.
since last 1.5 year, Google has discontinued BMM. But many of the clients still have it in their campaigns, as we can see in the campaign name over there, they but they cannot continue adding. So if they previously they have added it, it will stay there. See, there is plus, right?
Yes.
But now they cannot add new BMM keywords. So
But
see,
old keywords will trigger now.
broad they can. So see, at the bottom it is giving warning. This is not error. This is warning.
Okay.
If
Broad
it
match.
is like red, then it is error. Okay.
Okay.
So if you see the warning message at the bottom, it says broad match modifiers are going away. Use updated phrase match instead. So what they did, loosely, whatever was the functionality of broad match modifier, BMM, they incorporated it in phrase match only. So
Yeah.
you don't need broad match modifier now.
Okay.
Now I tell you what a phrase match is also. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, okay. So coming back, is the concept of broad and broad match modifier clear to you?
Yes. Yes, Neil.
Okay. Like some clients may still have BMM campaigns and BMM keywords in those campaigns, but he cannot add, he can continue using the old keywords, but now no one can create new BMM keywords. Google has disabled it.
Yes. Got it.
Okay. So you might still have to, like, you may see the BMM keywords in older campaigns of some of the clients, but you will not be able to create new of them. So that's why I gave you the definition of both of them. Okay.
Okay.
Now, then there is phrase match. So what does phrase match say? Let's take a look at first Google's definition. So phrase match says, what is a phrase? It is a group of words in a sentence, right? Like lawn mowing service near me. So you are telling Google, consider this whole phrase, okay, while matching. So if my keyword is lawn mowing service near me, and uh, if the whole phrase matches with the search query of the user, okay, then only my ads will be triggered for that query. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll give you the in more detail the example. So for example, tennis
Sure.
shoes. Okay, if I would have used broad here, even for sport shoes, my ad would have got triggered,
Yes.
right? Because tennis is also sports. If I would have said table tennis shoes, or for example, or badminton shoes, even my ad would have got triggered.
Yes.
But in this case, it will match the whole phrase, okay, and the both the words
Should be in search query.
should be there, or there's slight variation. Like you can say sneakers also. You can see the last of that. I don't know why it got omitted, but there is sneakers as well. So shoes are also called as sneaker.
Yes.
So there'll be a near match. Variation is also allowed, but both the terms or its near match variation
Very
should,
closer match.
yes, it should be there in the query.
Okay.
Okay. So tennis shoes, shoe for tennis, or tennis shoes on sale, or real shoes, or red shoes, and all these will get triggered. For these, it will get triggered. For these, so tennis racket and training shoes, it will not get triggered because you are looking for racket also.
Yeah.
Okay, your intent is a bit different. And you see, can you wear running shoes for tennis? So you don't want to buy shoes, right? You are like you're asking some question,
Yeah.
right? Though tennis and shoes is coming in the query, the search query, but the intent is different,
Yes.
right? While running or all. So if you would have put here running tennis shoes, there are running shoes, there are walking shoes also. For example, let's just say, then it might have triggered. Let's say, okay,
Okay.
yeah. So let's just see the description. Ads may show on searches that include the meaning of your keyword. The meaning of the keyword can be implied. Implied means variation. Like instead of shoes, there may be sneaker.
Yes.
And even though a person may not say buy or sale or something, okay, even though the person may not say buy or sale, but if you're typing shoes for tennis, it is implied you want to purchase it. Google is implying that you want to purchase it.
Yes.
That's why these your ads will get triggered, but for these it will not get triggered because here the meaning is not implied of buying something. Your meaning is you're just asking a question.
Getting information only.
Yes, the intent is different.
Yes.
Right. So the key can be implied, and the user searches can be more specific form of the meaning with phrase match. So why we are saying phrase match? This phrase or the nearest match variation of this phrase should be in the query. If it matches with the query, user's query, then only your ad will get triggered. Okay. So you can reach more searches than with exact match and fewer searches than. So and now as the name suggests exact matches, if I say tennis shoes, it should be tennis
Very sure.
shoes only. Okay.
Yes.
So of course, exact match, because it is very, very specific, the volume on that will reduce. Phrase match is little bit moderate, right? See, tight matching is exact match is very tight matching. Phrase match is little bit moderate matching, and broad match is like very loose or comprehensive matching. That's why the volume is different.
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, same keyword. If you put an exact match, the volume will considerably reduce. Like if you're getting 10,000 visits per month on broad match, probably phrase match you will get 2,000 or 3,000, and on exact match you may get 1,000 or 500 only.
Yes.
Again, but relevancy is more in exact match, right?
Yes.
Because it is exactly matching to your keyword, whatever keyword the queries when they are here also some variation is allowed. Okay, it's not like almost exact, but near to exact. But the definition of variation reduces every time.
Yes.
So in phrase, it is little bit loose, like there may be little bit more synonyms allowed. In exact match, also synonyms and variations will be allowed, but that will be very, very near to matching of your keyword. Okay. So in terms of volume, broad has the highest volume, phrase has moderate volume, exact has the tightest or the lowest volume. But in terms of relevancy, exact has the most relevancy, phrase has moderate relevancy, and broad many times has comprehensive or very loosely matching relevancy. And that is why the bid, if you remember last time I told you, there are keyword level bids as well.
Yes.
So the bid for the same keyword, exact match will be higher, phrase match it will be little bit less, and broad match again it will be still lesser, because exact match is more relevant. So companies similar to your client will be bidding more heavily on exact match. The competition will be more, right? And that's why the bid value on exact match is more, and phrase little bit less, and broad comparatively more less. So exact match keywords are, point of saying is exact match keywords are more uh, expensive but more relevant. They are relevant, that's why they
You
are
can
expensive.
get leads also in exact match, right?
Yes. So, but again, the volume is low. Okay.
So, yeah.
So they are expensive because they are relevant. So let's see exact match also. Okay. So when we say shoes for men, and this is in bracket. In bracket, if you put it in Google, like in while adding the keyword, it means it is exact. So it will show very near shoe for men, men shoes, men shoe, and shoes for a man. So see here it has taken a variation. Instead of men, it has taken man,
Yes.
right? So slight variation it will take, but the meaning should not change. It like this variation compared to phrase will be a
Exact
very,
meaning.
yeah, very like very tight variation.
Yes.
Okay, so that is, and again if you see in phrase also and in broad also, sorry, in exact also, the words can be the sequence,
Can be changed.
it can change. So
Yeah.
men shoes, shoe for man, the like men is coming first, shoe is coming afterwards. That can change. That doesn't matter till the intent is the same.
Keyword and the meaning should be the same in exact.
Yeah. Now see, men's. You see the one with the cross, men tennis shoes. Now this might have triggered for phrase because tennis shoes is coming there.
Yes.
Okay, but for exact it will not trigger because it wants exactly these two words only or the slight variation. Okay. So I hope you understand the difference between the three match types: the broad match,
Phrase and
phrase match, and exact match. I'll share this link with you so it is easier for all of you to understand. Later on, you can go and uh, read it on your own as well. And there are other things in keywords as well. But when we'll be taking a separate section on keywords. At that time, I will share more details on this. So yeah, coming back to settings. So why I had to go into so much detail is because of this. Where did the okay. Okay. So that is why when we see at the nomenclature, they will put the match type also in the naming, because to know what kind of keywords are there. And usually it is a good practice to not to mix keywords in a campaign. Or if in a campaign, if you're doing at least ad group level, you keep it separate. Usually we keep it separate at the campaign level only. So same keyword BM broad I'll keep in one campaign, same keyword exact I'll put it in another campaign. Okay. Usually we do that, but if the client says, okay, no, you put it in the same campaign, so at least I keep them in a separate ad group, like one ad group for BMM, for broad, sorry, one ad group for exact, one ad group for phrase. So at ad group also level, you will see that kind of name. So we in the ad group name also we put the keyword match type. Okay. So this is the reason why I had to explain you the match type as well, because you would have not understood that why they're putting this here and why what is the need of it,
Yes,
right?
Neil.
Now, this quality score depends on several factors that we'll look into detail later. But first, we'll look at the budget. Okay, so budget is something we assign at campaign level. Okay, mostly, and the budget can be a lifetime budget or a monthly budget, or it can be a daily budget. Okay, so if I put 2,000, like this is SGD, means Singapore dollars. So every account on the basis of the region, which region it is there in the settings of that account, it will use the currency of that region. So for example, this is a Singapore account. So that's why it is using SGD or Singapore dollar. Okay.
Okay.
Now this budget is, if you can see at the bottom, it says average daily budget. So we are telling Google that, okay, you are allowed to spend 2,000 Singapore dollars on daily basis for this campaign. Okay. If I put it at a lifetime budget or a monthly budget, then it will spend $2,000 on in 30 days. Okay. And it may spend it unevenly. Like, okay, today, let's say it spent $10, tomorrow it may spend $30, or next day it may spend $100, right? It may not spend it evenly, but in the whole 30 days, it will try to match the $2,000 spent.
Okay.
But if you want it to spend consistently, like, okay, every day it should spend this much. And it is a good practice generally and a widely accepted practice that you should put budget in terms of like daily budget only. But sometimes, let's say a client is running a campaign, a promo campaign. I told you, like there are BAU campaigns, business as usual campaigns, or always on campaigns, and then there are promotional or tactical campaigns also. So you can see that this campaign, it says always on, and it has no end date. That means this will go on and on until I manually pause it. Okay, but I can put a start date and I can put a end date as well. So generally, promo campaigns, like if it's a Christmas campaign, New Year campaign, or a Diwali campaign, okay, we will put the date for that holiday season, right? And it will run for that holiday season only.
Yes.
In that case, sometimes you may get a lifetime budget. Lifetime budget is like whatever is the lifetime of this campaign from start to end. Okay, let's say it's supposed to run 30 days. So whatever is the lifetime of this campaign, you're telling Google you spend it however you want, but you spend that amount within those days. So if I'm giving 50 days total from start to end, you spend $2,000 in 50 days. Okay.
Okay.
So in some cases, there may be a lifetime budget, but mostly like the general practice, we go with the daily budget. Let me see if I can set up a dummy campaign. Okay. So see, this is a dummy campaign. Now let's say I'm putting $5,000. So see, you can call it campaign total or lifetime budget. It means the same thing. So whatever is the end date, see that's why it is saying now when I selected campaign total, it is giving an error here because unless I set a end date, okay, it will not know now what is the campaign total or total days where what it has to spend,
Yes, Neil.
right? That's why it was giving error. The moment I put this, the error went away from here. If I remove it again, it will show error. See, again error key. So campaign total or lifetime budget is whatever is the start and end date with those number of days. It will spend unevenly. Okay, will not spend it evenly. But daily budget is like it was daily. So even if you got like a budget for 30 days, you can divide it by 30 and you can get a daily budget and you can set it as daily budget as well. But of course, that is up to the client. Okay. Now, goal level settings. So, goal level settings is like, okay, what is your goal? You want to drive traffic, you want leads, you want conversion, right? Now, since this is a brand, this account is only fully dedicated to brand awareness, right?
Yes.
So that's why the goal level setting is set at account level only, because the whole account is set for brand awareness. But as I told you, there can be settings at campaign level as well. I can set it at campaign level also. Each campaign can have a specific, like purchase, or let's say lead generation, or let's say request quote. Okay.
Mhm.
So I told you that in the starting, as we had discussed, there are certain settings which will be common for account, common for campaign, common for ad groups, or there can be certain settings that will be common for two of them, like account and campaign. Okay. So goal is one of them. So goal of the campaign, either it can be, if it is set at account level, every campaign in this account will have the same goal. Unless you change it. By default, it will be account level. Unless you manually change it, it will by default take account level only. And whatever is set at account level, it will automatically be applied to the new campaign as well. Understood, guys?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. Let me pause for a few minutes. I think this may be getting too much. So, any doubts, any questions, any queries regarding match types, regarding if you want me to continue, I can continue till 2 p.m. as well and cover more things in the settings. Or if this is enough for today, we can stop here also. You can let me
This is enough today.
know. Okay. Okay. So, see, I told you that settings will take a lot of time. Though this may look like, okay, this is like you can cover in 10, but it's not so simple. So, I can cover it in 10 minutes, but you have to understand, okay, what is the meaning of search partners, right? That also you need to understand.
Yes,
What is desktop bid, mobile bid, all these I'll have to go in detail, right? So,
yes,
this campaign setting session only might take 2, 3 sessions to complete. So, do not worry about it. I will go slow and go in detail so that every aspect of this, you know the logic of it.
yes.
And
We are understanding properly.
yes, understanding properly is very important.
Yes,
Once you start working on it, this will be very simple. Like starting 2, 3 times, you will find it a little bit confusing. You can refer the notes or you can refer the
okay.
Google support articles also, right?
Yes,
Those are also very nicely and easy to understand, nicely given and easy to understand. And you can always ask me also.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. There will be more modules in this series coming up in few weeks. So please subscribe so that you can get updates from us. Thank you.